How do you start a good apology video? Okay, hold on. I got to publish it late in the day. No notifications are sent. Certainly people definitely won't click the like button and share this video. And then you start with a big exhale, right? Okay. Joe Rogan, I'm sorry. I was wrong. I called into question whether or not you would ever be able to host certain people on your show in the future after having more than a dozen shows removed by Spotify. And today, just moments ago, you uploaded an episode not only with Tim Dillon, but with Alex Jones. And then I saw the YouTube video and I thought briefly, Joe doesn't get out of this too easily. By the way, I also issued an apology on the video. I'm sure the comment will get buried. Except I can also confirm that the episode does appear on Spotify. Spotify employees going to be having a lot of meetings tomorrow. That I am sure. In this one gigantic huevos gargantuan move, Joe Rogan has signaled to me that he is not bending the knee to Spotify. Now, I will say this. I still am concerned about those previous episodes and if they're ever going to go live again. But the Twitter meltdown has already begun, and I'm in before all the hit pieces. I'm in before all of the blowback. And I assure you, there's going to be some. You can see Sandra says, Joe Rogan flexing on Spotify employees and letting them know who's in charge for now. Rogan to Spotify employees, I'm decapitated now. I said it. I said Joe Rogan sold out, but I'm not going to be quiet about it. I'm going to eat my crow. When you make a mistake, you own it. I also pointed out that the developers for Baldur's Gate 3 were being SJWs, and they were not. They were simply pointing out that their players were having boring character collector selections. Let's slide that apology in as well. But let's look at the salt, and ooh, it's flowing. Joe Rogan hosted a far-right conspiracy theorist, Alex Jones, on his podcast today. They pushed a bunch of ideas I didn't like and broadcasted banned InfoWars videos. Rogan is continuing to platform these far-right sickos is incredibly gross and dangerous. What's dangerous about it? Who do you work for? Oh, this guy, who ironically puts free speech activist in their time. Dankula told me all about this clown. Spotify employees, once they realized Joe Rogan had Alex Jones on. This is huge pee-pee move. 3 hours, 11 minutes of insanity. I haven't made it all the way through. It's extraordinarily interesting. I could tell you a couple things I've noticed from the first sections of the show, okay? Somebody clearly told Joe Rogan that he needs to be on his P's and Q's fact-checking. Early on in the show, Alex Jones mentions AT&T. And Joe is immediately like, we got to make sure it's AT&T. And that's okay. That's totally okay because, of course, Alex Jones was correct. They've already brought up Mr. Laptop. They've brought up Mr. Biden. They brought up big tech censorship. You don't know how happy it makes me to have Joe Rogan, with the platform that he has, talk about big tech censorship and how, Chinese influence affects American pop culture. This is something that my tiny little channel talks about all the time. And I owe an apology to Joe Rogan and the Joe Rogan purists who told me that no, he's not sold out. I apologize, and hopefully they will resubscribe to the channel. I'm pushing hard 4 million subscribers here by Christmas. And I hope today will be the day you click that red button right down below that says subscribe, and then you turn on notifications. If you're seeing this video, you weren't notified by it. If you're seeing this video, you searched for it. You found me, whether you went to my channel or you found it through YouTube search, which is practically impossible these days. We know for a fact that Spotify is going to have big problems tomorrow. Spotify implies no, right? We could just look through the Joe Rogan. In the last 2 days, 3 days, he's had he's had Kanye West and Alex Jones on. I thought Joe Rogan was over after the Spotify deal. Apparently not. And then you have Tim Dillon. Look at the shirt he's wearing. Joe's short. Joe's short. Look at the shirt he's wearing. And just wait. Just wait. Wait for the salt. Wait for the salt on Twitter, because it is coming. They also, by the way, I thought was really interesting, within the first few minutes of the show, called out Sacha Baron Cohen for misrepresenting the interaction with Rudy Giuliani. So Sacha Baron Cohen, who's not really interested in truth, but just laughs and pushing his agenda. And look, if you like Borat, you like Borat. Obviously, we know things are taken out of context. But in that film, they basically set it up like Giuliani is like undoing his pants or something to hook up with Borat's daughter or whatever the setup was. When in fact, he was just taking the microphone off, and he's an old man, and he kind of laid on the bed to do it. If you've ever had a mic pack on, and I have several times, they sit in the small of your back, and then they run through your shirt, and it's a real pain to get them off. So you end up, if you tuck your shirt in, you have to untuck it to take that off. Spotify employees also talking about Mr. Jeff. You can see the replies. The Spotify Soy Boy staff are going to be in tears now Alex is on Rogan. Alex Jones returns to JRE with Tim Dillon as well. Spotify employees seeing the new Rogan experience. Who's hosting it? Finally glad Joe is exercising his right to have on whoever the heck he wants to talk on his show. I really can't believe it. I'm sorry, Joe Rogan. I'm going to turn off this video. I'm going to watch the rest of the episode, and I'm going to love it. And I'm sorry I doubted you. I look forward to the salt tomorrow, though. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.